zoom so much out. Anyway, let's bring him in here 1 second. Anyway, okay, so I don't know, I'll just grab one of these. Right, the Fieldmaster. I'll do a video of these soon from start to finish, but I'm grinding out, these are done now, these, but apart from the handles and stuff. But what I've been grinding these out today, and I've got 11 of them to do. Done this side, apart from it's not had its finer finishes on. Okay, now you've seen me grind many times without this thing, but it was something I picked up, and when I purchased it, it was for helping to grind in on daggers and stuff like that, so that when I use the foil, they would be perfectly the same either side. But when I got it, anyway, it works for this job perfectly. For what I wanted it for, it wasn't so great. So that's it on that. So, but anyway, what I wanted to show you was, because it's alright people, you know, I get a lot of emails all the time saying, you know, I'm messing up freehand, how do you freehand? So what I've done is I've just ground on here on purpose, just quick. Oh come on, behave yourself. I don't know whether you can see, is it this that's causing the problem? Okay, on purpose, I hope you can see that, I made a right mess. Apart from up here, which I can't have a mess up there because that's where my faded plunge comes in. So what I've done is I've just gone on the belt and I'll show you. Excuse it, chops a right mess because I've just gone on the belt, and what I've done is I've just pushed it on the belt and gone across. Now this is something, you know, I've seen a lot of people when they're mistakes and saying, oh, you know, I've messed up and that type of stuff with a grind. You know, and one of the mistakes that causes this is using warm belts. I'm going to put that on in a minute and show you what I mean. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and I'll walk you through how you can put this right, and it's not all, you know, the end of the world, and you can put this right. Obviously the shorter your bevels, you know, like when I do my scandies and stuff, the room for error is very, very small. Where sabre grinds, it's a little bit small. Full flats, you've got, you know, you've got quite a bit of time to put that right if you know what to do, where to push and how to do it. There's a lot of benefits to freehanding that, you know, for me outweighs with the jigs. And I have tried, and you know, with this RA stuff I've got, it would suit me perfectly to be able to use them. And don't think I've got anything wrong against them, because I haven't. You know, it's a means to an end, and if that's what it takes for you to get your knives how you need them to be, that's what you use. Doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get where you need to be. But there's an awful lot of benefits to freehanding that, you know, if you made a mess with a jig like that, for instance, or something, well, I don't. It is probably possible, as not as a, you know, I don't know how you'd put it right. I just, maybe there is. I'm not sure. But anyway, I thought, you know, make a mess. I'm hoping I can put it right, because it's going to be a very costly mistake if I can't. But I should be able to. Anyway, I just thought I'd do it anyway. I've been grinding away all day, and you know, I'm always messing about and trying different stuff as I'm grinding, and you know, pushing here, going lighter there, and just trying stuff as you do, because I can feel it. Anyway, that's I'm just rambling. Okay, so I'm going to put this there's a warm belt on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, if I try and put this right with a warm belt, what's going to happen. I'll sort of be able to get it right, but I'm going to struggle. Okay, this is a warm 36. Okay, I'm going to do this little bit without my mask on, but I don't recommend it, and it's your own risk. I hope you can sort of see, I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Okay, same knife, same right mesh where I've pushed in just above that other bevel, and I've gone across and made a mess. And I see this on a lot of, when people have made mistakes or they say they've messed up and stuff like that. What I'm hoping and what I'd like to be able to show you is, with a little bit of patience and a bit of time, you can put these things right if you take your time. The only time you can't put things right is I've already ground down to my edge thickness, which you probably won't be able to see, because I've already done this side. If you go too far over the edge, one side or the other, than your edge thickness, you ain't going to be able to do this. So basically I've got to stay away from that there for now, and concentrate on this and bringing it up and getting us all level again so we can creep it up. Okay, so here we go. Remember, put your masks on. This is what will happen if you try and sort it out with a warm belt. You're going to struggle. Okay, what's happening there? I hope you can see this. I've put another bevel in now, in the middle of that mess, and that bottom bevel. See that bevel? See that bevel I'm putting in already now? This is with a warm belt. Maybe it's because I've been doing it a while, but it don't normally come as crisp as that with a warm belt. Okay, you can see how that bottom portion now is evening out. It means we're grinding evenly here. Okay, I hope you can sort of see what's happening now. That's pretty even now down the bottom. We'll just keep doing that bit. Okay. Now this is where the warm belt will start causing you havoc. So it's sort of building that gap now. Hold on. See how it's filled in that gap now? There. But it's all higgledy-piggledy. And I'm putting even pressure on, and I know I'm putting even pressure on because you can see down the bottom I'm putting even pressure on. But it's because the belt's worn here, it's worn here, it's worn here. And it's cutting in different... These are probably a bit sharper, they're really dull in this. The corners are probably the most dullest when I'm using the corner to ride in. If you've noticed as well, don't be just stuck to the middle of the belt, because it doesn't matter. I'll show you quickly. I'll go watch what I'm doing, mind you. Okay, you don't have to just stop there. You can use all the platen. It doesn't make no difference. Look. You'll still maintain the same thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll have to put my mask on and I'll have to keep taking it off, because I'm going to put a new belt on. The chances of any grit spitting off here, even though I recommend you still use it, and glasses, is not so much, but a new belt I will get ceramic in my eye. So I'm just going to whip this off. Can you hear my gloves? That's how much it's been going tonight, listen. That's how hot the platen is. Right. Just get a new belt. Ideally, I've just put my glasses on so I can be able to speak to you, but I'm not. You know, I've got to watch my health. So I'm in the way, you just have to bear with me a minute. Right, I'm just going to throw my mask on, and I'm just going to keep walking you through this bit by bit. I'll just have to keep stopping it and taking the mask off. I hope that's okay. But I don't want to wreck my eyes. Okay. Right. Right, here we go. Now I'll be able to sort it out with a fresh belt. We'll get some there light. Okay. Okay, so I've decided to do a voiceover with this because I had my mask on and you couldn't really see what I was doing, so I thought it'd be better for me to talk you through this. Okay, you're looking at the knife now, and where we need to, as you can see where I'm pointing, we need to push that grind up a little, so that's where I'm going to put pressure. I'm pushing there with my right hand and gently rocking the blade forward to bring that bevel up. Just checking. You can see it's already started to even itself out. That's the power of a fresh belt. I'm now working more towards the tip and the bottom. I'm pointing out there that the bevel at the bottom is starting to disappear. So the bevel's completely becoming as one. There's no more facets. I'm slowly creeping it up, just rocking it back out towards me. Nice even pressure. Not too much pressure with my thumbs. Just rock the belt over a little. Okay, we're getting the nice faded plunge, a nice sweeping plunge that I prefer. It's a, you know, it's a look that I prefer on my blades. We're nearly there now. I'm just checking over just to see how far they're getting close. But I'll just make sure that I've left enough meat on so that I can use another belt to crisp that up. Constantly checking, it's very important. Woo! Okay, so we went from a right old mess. Now, the top line, my fade, let's turn you around a minute. Okay, the top line, oh, see if I can see. I can never tell from here whether you can see or not. It's not going to be as crisp at the top as that one because the belt was starting to get worn here, and as it gets worn the grit gets finer and it gives you a more crisper line there. But when I put the 80 grit belt on in a minute, it will crisp that up and that will be exactly the same. So you can see like little fuzzies there. That's because it was a brand new 36 and it ain't even had no time to wear in. See if I can get it to. I hope you can see what I mean by the fuzzies. Whereas with this one, you know, it's a little bit crisper. Whereas here you get like the off the belt, because it's, you know, brand new. Ideally, it's not a great belt to put on when you get up the top, but I've left enough meat on there to be able to put an 80, a 180 grit on it. It'll crisp all that up and they'll be the same. I'll tell you what, while you're here, I'll do it. I'll put the 80 on, I'll show you what I mean. I'll just move this 36. I'll get a warnish 80. It's not brand new, but it's not super worn. It's a bit worn. Right, I ain't going to turn you off, because I don't think there's any jiggy pokery going on. And I'll sort this out. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I'm just going to turn it on and turn it down a bit. Whoa. Just adjusting the hangover, how much it's ridden over the belt. I know it's probably boring here, this bit, but I don't need to think that hard. Just turn it off and just grab another knife, or I'm just going to put a little bit more tape on my. I keep burning the plugs out. When I get to the finer grits, right. Okay, so we'll sort that out now. I'm going to have to put the light on though, so I need to see what I'm doing. Already first pass, hope you can see. It's already crisping it up. A lot slower with the boiler belts, more control. Nice steady passes, even, and what I'm watching for is that edge in contact with that belt all the time. And that bevel is perfectly even like that. Turn it up a little bit.